This is the light required practical, which is again triple only, separate sites only. And the whole point in this is to investigate the reflection of light by different types of surface and the refraction of light by different substances. Now, what there is on this is kind of like one practical all put into one. So what I'll do is I'll just explain the entire practical. So what you do is you set up a ray box and a comb, which looks like that, and label the normal. And so what I'll do is I'll do the normal in purple. That's this line here. Okay, so that's the normal line. Direct a ray of light at the perspex block. Now hint that it is perspex. And mark the path of the incoming and outgoing rays. Okay, so that there is the incoming ray. That there is the outgoing ray. Right, and what they do is they hit the glass block at the normal that we drew before. Also now make sure that what you do is you draw around the glass block. Okay, so what you've then got is you've got everything fixed in place. The glass block's in place, the incident ray's in place, and the reflected ray and the normal are then in place. And the best way of doing it, because obviously it's a beam of light, just put little crosses on. If you put little crosses on, right, what they'll do is they'll then highlight, and what you can do is you can join them up afterwards. Label the rays and use a protractor to measure 4 angles. Okay, so I'll just do those in black. Angle of incidence, which is this one here. Angle of reflection, which is this one here. And then the angle of refraction, which is this one here. Okay, so that is the normal and that's the angle of reflection. So there's 3 angles that you've then got to measure. Then what you do, you've done the first practical there, repeat it with a glass block. Okay, so you've gone from perspex to glass rather. Okay, these are then sort of your results. They're relatively straightforward. The first one is the angle of reflection should be the same whether you're using perspex or glass, or realistically any other objects that you could then be using. Your angle of refraction will be different due to density changes, because what is happening here is your incident ray is coming in, and then it's going from a low density to high density, and what it does, it refracts. And because glass and perspex have got different densities, the angle of refraction will then be different. So you've got to make sure that you're doing it as accurately as possible so that you can see the difference between them. Okay, so that is then your light required practical, right? You need to know the details throughout the entire thing.